recording. Go ahead, Ron, you can start us off today.
Welcome participants to the Spirit of Wellness 2020 yoga introduction to yoga with Minde, Metz. We want to thank our sponsors NAMI, Lamar County, Human Being, and Private Donor matching our fundraising up to $5,000.
Morning, folks. I'm Mindy. I'm thrilled to be with you here today. I appreciate you joining me, whether you're doing it live during the session or on recording. It's a great honor to participate in this event with each one of you. Given that we are operating on Zoom and not in a classroom where I can't see each of your beautiful faces and the way that you do your yoga, we'll just go slow and steady through this. I'll talk you through it. I'll also demonstrate each pose. And I believe we've mentioned in the chat, if you have any questions or if at any point you need to stop and regroup or whatever, feel free to speak up in the chat and we can, I think that the administrators of the chat will pass that on to me and we'll sort it out. So again, let's just get into this gently and with the spirit of fun and joy. Today, we're really gonna focus on deep breathing, really clearing our body, clearing our energy, and really leaving, I'll say, the stress of the times on the mat, really working to leave everything that isn't serving us behind us on the mat and cultivating that which serves us and a sense of peace and that we can carry out through our day and as we go through the rest of this weekend. So we'll come to a comfortable seated position. A note about a yoga mat, if you have one, great. If you don't, not a problem. Just be someplace that's comfortable. I would suggest either on a carpet or a rug or even a towel, just to give your body a little extra sense of softness underneath it. So let's come to first a seated position. You can take a cross-legged position if this is accessible to you. Throughout the practice, I will make comments about ways that you can either deepen the practice or simplify it. And this will help us make sure that everybody has what they need for their specific body and practice today. Most of the poses I will show, as it is an introduction class, most of the poses I will show at an introductory level, and then I'll give you some options to take it deeper if you'd like to. So let's get started, friends. Come to a comfortable seated position and take a minute to really ground yourself. Take a few deep breaths. If it helps to cover or close your eyes while you do that, just find your space on your mat, in the floor, wherever you are, and give yourself a moment to just really feel your connection with the earth. Feel the sits bones, these bones at the base of the sacrum. Feel the connection of those into the earth. Feel like they are weighted, they are heavy, they are grounded and stable. And take a few deep breaths here and just settle in. I'm gonna do the same. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, ha. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, ha. Let it melt out of your body. And our third one, biggest inhale of the morning. Inhale fully. Exhale, ha. Excellent. All right, so from this seated position, find yourself comfortable. We're gonna take our palms, put them on our knees. And from here, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see the breath pattern that I'm working with. We're simply gonna flex and extend our spine. So with the inhale, you fill the belly full of air, coming forward, looking up slightly. And then as you exhale, really round the body out, looking at the belly button. And inhaling, big deep inhales, looking up, exhale, back. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a count of 20, and I'll count you through it, okay? So here we go. Inhale. 5. 10. 15. Last one. Good, big full exhale. So from this seated position, if this is comfortable for you, stay here. If you are comfortable on your knees, you can find a little bit more connection with the earth by seating on your heels, If you have knee issues or if you have issues with your feet, it might be more comfortable for you to stay in a cross-legged position. So from here, we're gonna inhale the arms up. And again, we're gonna do some breath work here. If this is not accessible to you, you can do goalposts. You can bring your hands to your heart. Whatever's accessible to you, you bring your hands straight up. And we're gonna do another round of deep breath. And it's gonna be a little bit faster. And we're also gonna go to 20. So it's gonna sound like this. And this really builds energy in your body and warms you up and gets us ready for our practice. So with the arm position of your choice, we're gonna do a round of 20. And again, I'll count you through it, okay? And go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Inhale up, exhale, float the arms down. Big exhalation. Good. So we've done our introductory breath work. We're warming up that core with the breath, clearing out the space of the body. From here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. And this is called a tabletop position. So your hands are directly under your elbows and your shoulders. Let me see, can you guys see that? You can, okay. And the knees are under the hips, so you're in just a tabletop position. And so again, from here, we're gonna do similar to the extension flexion we just did. We're going to inhale, drop the belly and look up. Think of a big cow rounding out that belly. And as you exhale, we'll draw back up and in like a cat, an angry, spooky cat. And we'll do that with the breath work. And again, we'll work in a round of 20. I'll count you through it. So we'll begin with the inhalation. Slow and steady, deep breaths. Really feel the breath in your body. That's 5. Big inhales, big exhales. Limbering up that spine, opening up the shoulders and the heart. That's 10. Moving at your pace. The pace I'm keeping doesn't work for you. Find the one that does for you. That's 15. And our last one. Good. From here, walk the hands out slightly. We're going to bring this right knee forward. You can do a couple of things. You can either draw it right behind your hand and pivot it. So you would bring that left leg under, or you can just leave it here. And we're going to extend that left leg back and come up into a lunge. If this is not comfortable for you, let's find what is. So again, your modification can be here. You can rotate the knee in like this. Through there. You can also just come fully on top of that leg if it's more comfortable for you. Find what works for you. And let's stand here, let's stay here and close the eyes and take 5 deep breaths. I'm going to adjust my camera angle just a little so you can see more of my mat. There we go. That will help. Okay. This is called pigeon pose. Good hip opener, good way to open up the front of the body. If you like an extension, you can look up, opening up the throat, the heart. And then from here, take the hands forward towards the edge of the mat. Use the back leg standing in a lunge, and then push yourself gently, gently, gently up into a downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, our hands are extended. Our weight is back in our heels as much as possible. If this is uncomfortable for you, take a bend in the knees or a bend in the elbows. Find what works for you. And then from here, we'll take the left leg forward into pigeon on the left side. Notice what works for your body. Notice that one side may be tighter or looser than the other. Notice if you have an injury or if you have a posture that you favor, a way of existing in your body, notice what's going on. Each side might be different in every pose. So just be aware of that with no judgment or anything, just awareness, and love that. Love whatever's coming up for you. And again, hands come forward a bit, pop that back leg, gently, gently unfold into downward facing dog. Good. As you're able, step or walk forward to the edge of your mat. Find your feet in what we call mountain pose, which is just firmly, 2 feet firmly planted on the earth. Hang these arms here, wiggle it out a little bit. As you slowly, slowly roll up, the arms come up overhead. With an exhale, we bring it back to the heart. From here, we're going to do what's known as sun salutations. So we'll adjust again for standing poses. Here we go. So we'll go a sun salutation. Again, starting in Tadasana in mountain pose, hands come to the heart. With an inhale, we lift the arms up above the head. We exhale and swan dive forward. Forward in those feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands. As you're ready, step back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath here, open up the body. And then as you're ready, drop the knees to the mat, come forward into what's a yoga push-up called chaturanga. Inhaling up, upward facing dog, opening up the spine and the heart, exhaling down. Turning the toes under, using the hands to support you as you lift back into downward facing dog. Take the right leg forward as you're able. You might need to wiggle it a little bit, find your footing, whatever works for you. You want to come into a lunge. So you've got your knee above your ankle, the hands are on the ground, the back foot is firmly planted in the position of your choice. As you're ready, we'll inhale the arms up. Warrior One. I love the Warrior series. It's all about power and strength and stability. Inhale here for a few breaths. As you're able and comfortable, really fully exhale. Get that ha breath going this morning. And again, moving with an exhalation, turn to the side, open the arms. Warrior Two. Good. Strong and stable, yes. Love that. I'm seeing some beautiful free flow. Beautiful. With the right arm on the elbow as you're able, if that doesn't work for you, you can use the hand. We'll take Warrior Three. Here, the gaze goes up towards the ceiling, feeling strong and firmly planted in your feet. And again, moving with the exhale, we'll come back through Warrior Two. Sorry, back to Warrior One. And then as you're ready, hands go to the floor. The right foot goes back into downward facing dog. Feel the difference in your legs, feel the difference in your arms, having done one side and not the other. So for the purpose of demonstration, I'll swap sides here. So again, we'll be coming forward with the left. And again, find what works for you. If it's a roundabout, if it's a walk, whatever needs to work for you and your body, just get your foot between your hands, knee above the shin, knee above the ankle. Okay. Again, firmly planting, windmill up. Yes. And as you're ready, the arm or elbow comes to the left knee, right arm goes over, the gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Feel the strength, use the breath to ground you. Every exhale gives you more grounding and greater freedom in your body. Every inhale draws to you that which you need and deserve. Exhaling, rotating back through. And again, we'll bring the hands down. The left foot goes back to meet the right. Downward facing dog. As you're able, walk or step forward. Take a moment to hang here in your firm, strong mountain pose. With the inhalation, we bring the arms of the body up and exhale to heart. Beautiful, beautiful. Seeing so much great work, you guys. Okay, let's come to the middle of our mats. We're gonna do from here, we'll do half moon pose. So from here, you have a choice on the position of your feet. I think most people find in beginning yoga, it's easiest to have the feet hip width apart. If you want a little bit more balanced challenge, you can bring them closer together. Totally your choice today. It's a very simple pose. The subtlety is in the side body. So we're lifting our arms up, the inhalation. As we exhale, we lift up and out of the side bodies and reach up and over to the side, not crunching in the side, not coming forward, just up and over, really opening up this side body. Breathe here. Feel the armpit open, feel the waist, the obliques, the hips, feel all of that open. Breathe into that. Create space. With an exhale, come back to center. Inhale, exhale again. Generally speaking, in the yoga I teach, we move with an exhalation just because that creates space in your body. But if the breath pattern I'm using doesn't work for you, find one that works for you. And inhaling, exhale back to center. Lengthen and strengthen. We're going to go back to the right side. We'll do 3 rounds of this. This is the second. Back to center. Moving with the exhalation towards the left. And back to center. Moving with the exhalation to the right. Up and over. Feel long and strong, my friends. And back to center. Last side. Left. Big full breaths. Juicy. And back to center. Release the hands. Take a minute to shake it out. Just love that. Shake, 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 shake. Good. Okay. From here, we're going to come back to the front of our mats. Let me check the time quick. Okay. Come back to the front of our mats. And again, we'll step back into downward dog. So we're going to start from the beginning of sun salutation, sun salutation, excuse me. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Opening up. In this case, step back with the left foot. Take the right foot back to meet it. Downward facing dog. If downward dog is not comfortable for you, you can bring your knees down. You can also bring your elbows down. Find what works for you and your body this morning. Downward facing dog. We'll come forward with the right foot. We're going to come into a lunge. So in this case, you'll notice my knee is over my ankle. My left leg is at about a 45-degree angle, about like this. Okay. So you're in your lunge here. We're going to bring our right hand to the instep of our right foot, just by that arch, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you can keep your hand on the other side of your foot as well. So from here, with the hand inside the foot, or even on it, we'll rotate up, rotate open. This is where you are, great. You can go all the way into an extension. We'll open up into a side bend. If you'd like to take it further, you can take that left arm over the head. Good. Beautiful work. Good. Breathe into it. Exhaling that arm down. We'll come into the lunge again. Both hands on either side of the foot. And then we'll come up again with the warrior. As you're able, if you feel stable on your feet and feel comfortable opening up, you can actually extend back, opening up the front of the body, breathing into it. As you're ready, exhale down. We're going to just simply walk our bodies around to the front. You'll turn that right foot and the left foot are both parallel facing the front of the mat. So we're here, yep. And palms can go either on the ground here, dropping the head. If you'd like to take it deeper, you can put the hands on the feet or on the shins. The most important piece to this is that you feel stable and secure. You feel stable in the pose, okay? So wherever your pose is, drop the head and relax. This is a gentle inversion. When we invert our bodies, it changes the flow of blood in our system, and it helps with it has a very cleansing effect on our bodies. Last big deep inhale here, and exhale. As you're ready, we'll rotate around. If this rotation doesn't work for you, find the one that does, even if it means coming up and repositioning your body all together. We're gonna come into a left side lunge. So again, knee over the ankle. Okay, plant that back foot and whatever works for you. I'm at about a 45-degree angle. And again, we'll come back up. We're gonna hold this side warrior just a little longer because I think I missed it a minute ago. So let's try. Big, deep. And then as you exhale and you become more confident and stable, you can deepen the stretch. Wherever you are today, be there. Be there and breathe into it, my friends. Come down into a lunge. And again, in this case, the left hand on the inside of the left foot by the arch or on the outside, on top of the foot, whatever's good for you. As you feel ready, rotate up. And again, to deepen the stretch, you can take the arm overhead, rotate the gaze up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna take a look and check in on everybody real quick. Great. Great, great, great work, you guys. Okay. Take one more really big deep breath here. Exhale, the arms come down, both sides of the foot. Take that left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. As you're ready, step or walk forward. Feet are firmly planted. Hang here for a minute. You can wrap the arms if you'd like. Feel the length in the spine, the lower back releasing, the hips loosening. And as you're ready, inhale, gather all the energy up. Bring it back down into your heart. Good. 1 second. Okay, from here, we'll come back to the center of our mats. Okay. What we want to do here is take our feet out again in about 45 degrees, whatever's comfortable for you, and find the position that works for you. We're going to inhale the arms up, and as we exhale, we can either come down through the midline of the body, or you can swan dive forward, whatever feels good to your body today. Pardon me. So here, allowing the head to hang, heel toe in, and then slowly, gently drop down into a squat. Find the squat that works for you. If you'd like to use a wall or another prop to help support you, you're welcome to. So the pose for this, the beauty of this pose is the palms come together and the elbows push against the knees to open up those hips. If this isn't comfortable for you, play with it until you can find something that feels accessible. Good, we're gonna breathe here for a minute. This is a very primitive pose. It's a very grounding pose. This is one when I'm feeling kind of, out in the swirl of the life and world and all of those things. I come to a squat to help me ground, help feel my connection to the earth. And that works for me. It works at cues your parasympathetic or your sympathetic nervous system that it's time to just chill out. Okay. Good. A few more deep breaths here. And then from here, use the hands to find the ground behind you and come into a seated position. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see the poses. You're welcome to practice in any direction you choose. So we're going to come into a seated position with our legs straight. Play with the placement of your feet. If your hips are tight or your lower back maybe, you can take a micro bend in the knees. You can also take the feet further apart. And just play with what works for you today. Find a minute to really find those sits bones. We talked about the muscle or the bones right at the gluteal fold. Find the grounding in the earth. Feel the back of your legs connected to the ground. Inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, simply come forward in whatever form works for you. If your hands are here, here, wherever you want them to be. And just really allow the top half of the body to fold gently forward in towards the knees. Good, 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 good. Good. Excellent. Take a few breaths here. Really find the breath in the back side of the body, opening up the spine, opening the hips, the lower back. If this bothers your lower back, I might suggest a slight knee bend. This is called Dandasana. Forward fold, seated forward fold. Good. As you're ready, inhale and come up. We're going to turn to face you. So come to the center of your mat. In this case, we'll take our legs in a straddle pose, a split position, okay? Great, okay, good, 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 good. Again, feeling that connection with the backside of the legs with the grounding of the earth. We're gonna inhale up, and in this case, we'll just float the right arm down and come staying within this plane, coming straight up over, not towards the foot yet, we'll get there, but just really up and over. Think of that half moon pose we did, the big side opener. And then as you're able, you can take the elbow down and come into it further. Whatever works for your body today. Good breath, good breath. Floating back towards the other side. So again, moving with an inhale, exhale over, opening. Notice the difference in the sides. Good. One may be more open, one may be less. Do what works for you. Again, we're going to do 3 rounds, this being the second. Coming back over to the right side. Beautiful work. And again, inhaling, exhale over to the left. Good breath. Okay, inhale, exhaling over. Last one, make it your best one of the day. Nice and open. Turn our final rotation over to the left. Good. Inhaling the arms open, back to center. Up and exhaling in. Good, beautiful work. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go towards the foot. So in this case, we're going to start on the left side. So since we just started on the right, we'll start on the left this time. Kind of balance that out a little bit. So in this case, the arms come out to a T position, and you pivot at the waist, twisting at the waist, and come forward. The hands fall wherever you'd like them to be. If this is where you are, be there. If this is where you are, be there. Anywhere in between. And find what works for you. Exhaling, each exhalation takes you a little bit deeper into the pose. You find a little more space in your body. Good, deep breaths here, folks. One last big one here. Unwinding back into the central T position. As you're ready. And then exhaling over to the right side. Again, noticing the difference in the side. Noticing which one might be more open for you. Which one might need more stretch. Breathing deep into this, folks. Twists are a great way to wring out the emotional body. Great way to really free up some of the things that we all carry every day. And again, floating up through the opening, enjoying that moment, and flowing back to the left. This is our second of 3. Good. As you're ready, we're opening up in the center, floating back to the right. Big, deep breaths. And we'll float through the center for our last set. Exhaling to the left. And again, one final rotation through to the right, inhaling, exhaling to fold forward. coming back to center. Simply fold the knees in. You can bring the feet together if that's accessible to you. Wherever they are is fine. The greater challenge would be to bring the heels closer to the pelvis. Okay. And we'll take the hands and either hook them under the feet, or you can take 2 fingers and grab the big toes, whatever's accessible to you. Okay. And so here we're pushing into, using the feet to push into the hands and really opening up the shoulders and the neck. So lifting up and open. And I'll talk you through this and then show you, because it's hard to talk while you do it. We really are working to really open up this throat and heart area. So what I do is with an exhale, I inhale deeply and exhale to open. We're going to do this for a round of 10. We've done 2. Inhaling to open. We exhale fully. 4. That's 5. Each one gets a little bit bigger. At your own pace. This is 7. Opening up that throat, loosening the jaw. On this last one, stay with the gaze lifted. Close the eyes, open the mouth, let the jaw hang. See if you can't tilt your head just a little further back. Careful with the neck, release the shoulders. Big breath here. And release. Good, 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 good. Right, from here, we'll turn sideways on our mats. We'll start with the left leg out, forward, just like we did before. We're going to take a twist here. Straight leg is strong and long, grounded into the earth. The right foot, in this case, comes to the knee. Or if this is accessible to you, you can actually cross that ankle over the left knee. Okay? I'm going to turn position so you guys don't have to have my back to you. Okay? So if this is where you are, stay here. If you can take this deeper, the right hand goes back behind you, lifting the body, rotating into it, and then even deeper, the left hand can come on the outside of the right leg. A nice spinal twist. Lifting through that heart, long and proud, strong and proud. Looking back over that right shoulder if that's accessible to you. Breathing here. As you exhale, each exhalation takes you a little bit deeper, gives you a little more room in your body. Good. Final breath here. Uncoil the body, release. Bring the feet in for a minute and just fold over them to reset the lower back. Hang out here for a breath or 2. Feel the difference in your body, in the sides of your body. And in this case, we'll take the right foot out. And the left leg comes either just inside the knee, or if you can come across. Feel the strength in the sits bones. Feel the firm grounding in the sits bones. And then again, opening up to pivot. The left arm comes behind. If you can, the right arm comes across the left knee. And you can actually use that to kind of push into that knee and get yourself a little leverage in the twist. Find the twist that works for you. Good work, people. Good work. Good. Couple of deep breaths here. Each exhalation takes you further into the twist, gives you more space. Good. And again, unfurling, uncoiling. The feet come together very gently. Take a minute to reset. Good. Good job. Okay. From here, folks, we're going to do a little bit of what I call spinal massage. It's really just rolling like a ball. It's the playfulness of our childhood, the silliness. I love the feeling that this brings up in my body. And it just makes me feel, carefree and brilliant. Yeah. So careful. Good. As you're doing that, careful of your neck. Don't roll back too far on your neck. Try to stop at your shoulders so you can protect that neck. And we'll just do 10 rolls or as many as you'd like at your own pace. So I've done 2, this will be 3. There's 5. Slow and steady, use your breath. Good. And the final one. Beautiful. All right, from here, getting to the slower part of our practice where we take all the movement that we've done and we bring it into integration. We'll do a couple more poses and then we'll do a lengthy deep body scan, and we'll sort of integrate everything that we've brought up energetically and in our bodies today. We'll integrate that back in on the mat, okay? So very gently do what you need to do to come down onto your backs, okay? In this case, the right knee comes in. I'm really just using my hand on my knee and shin, hands on knee and shin to pull that in, opening up the hamstring, opening up that hip. If you want to rotate up to the side, I'll show you what this looks like standing up. So I'm here. If you want to, you can rotate out to the side like this. Okay. See what works for you in your body today. Serve what you need. Opening up that hip, opening the hamstring. If you're able, straighten that right leg. The hands are laced behind the knee or above the shin, or above it on the shin, whatever works for you. And just very slowly and gently pull yourself up into that thigh as you're able, as is comfortable for you. Just activating those belly muscles a little bit, elbows are wide. Exhaling, come down, the knee bends, goes to meet the left, and we bring the left knee in. Again, using the hand on the palm, or the palm on the knee or the shin or both, to really draw that leg into your chest, opening it out to the left a little bit if you'd like to. Good. Deep belly breaths. And again, bringing it to center. The leg lengthens, the hands clasp behind the thigh or on the shin, whatever's accessible. Take a minute to pull that leg towards you, opening up that hamstring. Slight bend in the knee if you feel any discomfort in your leg or lower back. And as you're ready, slowly curl up. Looking at, the gaze is looking at the top of the thigh, just engaging the stomach muscles. And as you're ready, release the head, release the leg down to meet the right. So in this stand, I'll show you what we'll be doing next so you can see a little bit better. This is also a spinal twist. We'll stay on our backs. We'll take the knee up, and we'll come across the body so it'll look like this on the mat, okay? So I'll talk you through it. Legs are both long and strong. Let's, in this case, bring the left knee up. Start with the left side today. Bring this knee in, and then you're simply gonna draw that knee across the body, rolling onto the right hip. The arms come out into a T position, whatever's accessible to you. Great. And then take the gaze, the head and the gaze out over the opposite side, so that would be your left arm. Gaze on over the left, really deepen that stretch. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Good. Great. Breathe into it. Feel all the space opening up. Feel it. Breath is like stretching you out, wringing you out. And gently, with intention, bring that knee back across. Straighten that left leg and bring the right knee up. And we'll just take a second side. So in this case, the right leg crosses the left side of the body. Yeah. And the gaze goes out over the right hand. Great. Beautiful work. Beautiful. Good. Breathe into it. Good. Okay. As you're ready, unfurl. Come back to both legs straight. Bend the knees as you're ready. You're going to slowly roll up into a seated position. Okay. And then to reset the low back, We'll bring the feet together and whatever position is good for you. I would say the further out your feet are, usually the easier it is, but do what works in your body and just come forward in a forward fold. The arms come together, the palms come up. So you're really opening that back body, right? So you're here. Good. And just stay here for a minute. Breathe into the back side of the body. Again, a very primitive, nurturing pose. This is akin to child's pose, which is one that just has, these are very calming forward folds. You tell your body and your mind they can quiet the breath with peace. Good, good, good. All right. So from here, we're going to come back through that squat. So again, taking the time to find the foot position that works for you, usually about 45 degrees works. It's a good place to start. With the hips coming straight down, come into your squat. Okay? Notice how it may be different for you. We did it earlier in the practice, and now we've done more poses, so our bodies are, in theory, a little more open. You might find this easier. Find the squat that works for you. Okay. And as you're ready, the hands find the ground. We'll heel toe out. And again, into our standing forward fold, wide leg fold. The arms can cross and leave you an opportunity to just kind of hang out here if that feels stable. You can also put the hands on the feet. Gentle inversion. A couple of deep breaths here. Good. As you're ready, heel toe your way in, where your feet are under your hips, and then slowly, cautiously, carefully, gently come up. Oh, good. Beautiful work. All right, my friends. So from here, we're going to do one last sun salute, and then we'll go into Shavasana, which is also called corpse pose. And that just looks like, if I were on the mat, it just looks like this. My palms are out, my elbows are out. So that's where we're going from our last sun salute. For our sun salute, come to the edge of your mat. Again, the arms come up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands find the ground. In this case, the left foot goes back first, then the right foot into downward facing dog. This is our last down dog of the practice. Make it delicious. You can walk your feet a little bit, lifting those alternate heels. Just find a way that makes this feel good to you. And as you're ready, you'll step or hop forward with the right foot. The left will come to meet it. Inhaling up, we're going to take in this position, we're going to take chair pose. It's really simply bending the knees, almost as if you're just about to sit in a chair. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can come forward too. That can be a little bit easier. Try to stay as straight as possible. Inhaling up, exhaling forward fold. In this case, the right foot will go back. Bless you. Bless you. And we're going to come into a plank. Okay, so here's your plank. We're going to take 3 big belly breaths here. Second. And third. Drop the knees. Exhale backwards. Heels come to meet, sit bones come to meet the heels. The forehead goes to the ground as you're able. Arms can stay extended. If that's not comfortable to you, you can also bring them around to wrap around your body, palm side up. That pose can be a little bit easier. That variation can be a little bit easier in the shoulders. Okay. And then from here, we'll walk out, pushing back into our plank, and then stepping with the left leg forward, right leg meets it. Inhale everything you got, gather it all up. Exhale, bring it into your heart. Take a few moments to breathe here. Let the mind and body settle. And as you're ready, we'll find the ground and take corpse pose, Shavasana. So in Shavasana, I'll talk you through it. I gave you the visual, I'll talk you through it. Really, it's simply laying on your back. Take a moment to bring the scapula down, relax the back, turn the palms up. That also helps the shoulders relax. And find a few deep breaths here. Shavasana is how most yoga traditions end in Shavasana, and it really is the moment of integration of everything that we've worked on and learned in our practice, and everything that's come up for us or we've purged, whatever that is. This is just a moment to kind of really be aware of it, bring it in, kind of deepen that breath and relax it. So I'm going to take you through a body scan, and what we do with that, it's really just about targeting the breath. And when I say breath, you can hear the word relaxation, if you'd like. Targeting the breath, the relaxation at each specific point in the body, and really giving your body an intentional permission slip to relax, recalibrate, reset. So we'll begin this at the base of the feet, and we'll go all the way up the body to the top. And then after that, there'll be a few minutes of silence as we just breathe on our own mats by ourselves, and then I'll call you back to end the practice. Okay. All right, so closing your eyes, relaxing your face muscles, really melting down into the yoga mat or the ground that you're on. We're going to start by being aware the very tips of our toes, very base tips of the base of the toes, the very tips, that sort of thing, up into the ball of the foot. Be aware. And by that I mean, just really envision almost like you're breathing in and out of those toes, like the breath, instead of coming out your nose or mouth, is actually coming through the body. So deep breath into the tips of the toes, into the ball of the foot. Moving the awareness up into the arches, the tops of the foot. Big deep breath, big belly breaths. Into the ankles. Our feet are our connection to the earth, and they take a lot of wear and tear. They carry us through life. It's a good thing to just be intentional about allowing them to relax. Moving up from the ankles, let's take it into the shins, being aware of both the front side of the leg and the calves on the back side, those calf muscles. Carrying a lot of tension here as well. Coming up to the spots just below the knees, taking your awareness there. Again, both sides of the body, top and the bottom, both left and right. Good. Coming into the knees, those firm, strong kneecaps and the soft underbellies underneath. Be aware of that. Take a big, deep breath and focus on that area. And as you're able, coming up into the thighs, just above the knees. And then up into what we call the belly of the muscle, the biggest part of the muscle in the thighs, those quads. So one of the biggest muscles on our body. Very powerful muscles. And then on the back side of the body as well, opening up the hamstrings. Each area gets a full, deep cleansing breath or two. Moving up now into the hips. We're going to spend a minute here. This is a place where in the yoga body we learn that we carry a lot of emotion in our hips. Good, bad, and different, all of them. This is also one of the most complex joints on your body. The range of motion available to this, excuse me, to this hip is unique in your body. So take a minute to really release that and think about the front side of the muscle, the front side of where the joint is, and then the back side, the gluteal fold, where the leg meets the buttocks. Take a minute to really release into that and feel almost as if the flesh is just melting off the bone. I'm going to take a few more breaths here. Really focus on releasing those hips. Good, good, good. Move up into the pelvis. In the yoga body, we learn that this is a chakra or an energy center. This is where we hold a lot of our identity, who we are and how we show up in the world. So take a moment to fill that pelvis with breath. Really envision that from the lungs all the way down into the pelvis, filling that whole body cavity, sending all the breath and all the cleansing energy down into the pelvis. Taking the awareness to the back side of the pelvis, the sacral area. That's the part just above your hip bones, right here. This is where a lot of us carry tension when we have lower back pain. This is a common location for it. It's where your spine curves naturally. And it can carry a lot of tension. So again, really filling that belly full of air, sending it down into the sacrum melts into the mat. Bringing the awareness to the stomach. This is a power center, a place where an energy center where we hold a lot of our personal power. Filling that belly full of air. And as you exhale, drawing the belly button back towards the spine, emptying the body cavity. Good. As you're inhaling, the front of the belly expands, but so do the side bodies. The whole body cavity is just full of air. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Coming up just slightly into the solar plexus, the diaphragm, right? It's the sternum. There are a lot of different ways to identify this. It's right where those ribs come up together. Not quite at the heart yet, but just below it, right here. And big, deep breaths, breathing into that diaphragm, almost as if you're puffing up full of air, and then exhaling, bringing everything out. The ribs shift and open as you inhale, filling the lungs, and exhaling. Good. Bringing the awareness to the chest, the area of the heart. I know I don't have to tell you what energy center this is. This is all about love, all about your heart. Physical organ of your heart makes your body work. And in the yoga body, we learned that the spiritual body of your heart, or the spiritual component of your heart, also makes your body work, makes your life work. Big ones, big breaths here. Focusing fully on the front side of the body just now. We'll go to the back in just 1 second. Opening up that heart, every breath. Exhaling, cleansing, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. Taking the awareness to the back side of the body between the shoulder blades. As you inhale, feel the shoulder blades push down into the mat. Feel the weight of your body on the mat, on the floor. Feel that. Traveling up just slightly into the shoulders, into the clavicle, the shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulders. So many of us have life activities, jobs, requirements, driving, cooking, typing, everything. We get this kind of shoulder hunch going. It's so easy to carry so much tension here. So really give yourself a moment to open those shoulders. Feel the clavicle wide and open. Good. Good work. Good work. Taking the awareness down into the arms. Doing into your biceps on the top, the triceps underneath. As your hands are probably rotated up, you probably feel a little bit of both on the mat, both the outer edge of the tricep or biceps and triceps. Feel those arms be heavy into the mat. Just relax. Release all the tension in those muscles. Oh, good. Big hot breaths. Taking the awareness to the elbows, those sharp, pointy bits on the outside, and then those soft underbellies as well. Really feel the release through there. Notice if you're left or right-handed. Notice if there's any tension in the hand that you are more dominant with. And maybe give an extra breath or two to that side. Good. Good. down into the forearms, into the wrists. Again, high activity zone, lots of things happen in these areas, lots of things in these muscles and joints. Feeling the flesh just melt. Good. Lastly, down into the hands. If your hands are turned upward, if your hands are not turned upward, please consider doing so. In the yoga body, we learn that the hands are an extension of the heart. What the heart wants, the hands do.
What was that?
Hey, everybody. It looks like we've lost Mindy. Okay, here she comes.
Hi, folks. I lost you there for a minute. Are you still there?
Yeah, we're here.
So sorry. Okay, can you see me?
That's quite all right. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry, we lost you there for a minute. Let's come back to the
I can see you.
heart. Okay. Take a big deep breath there. And then as you're ready, send that energy back up. Awareness comes down to the throat. In this area, we learned that the yoga body teaches us that in this area, this is where our voice is. This is how we speak, what our truth is, and how we speak it to the world. Relaxing that. Lastly, we'll move up into the face muscles. Let's take a moment at the jaw. Release the tongue from the top of the mouth. Let the mouth hang open if you're comfortable doing so. Unclench the jaw. Take your awareness just below the ears. Breathe in there. As you exhale, feel that cleansing. We'll take our awareness up into the temples, into the eye sockets.
Recognize her at all? She's a crack yoga instructor.
Big, deep inhalation. Exhale, release the eyes. Slowly, slowly relax them. Just envision them softening, ease, gentle. And lastly, we'll take our awareness up to the forehead. This energy center is the one around intuition, how you understand and experience whatever you call spirit or soul. We'll take 5 deep breaths here, and then there will be a moment of silence as we relax fully, and then I'll call you back for our final sip. As you're able, start deepening the breath, coming back into this space. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes, slowly waking up. As you're ready, you can roll to one side. use your hands to support you as you come up into a comfortable seated position. Use the comfort as you're able. In yoga, we use the phrase namaste, and it means the beauty in me recognizes and honors the beauty in you. So we'll bring our hands to our heart, slightly tilt the excuse me, chin down. We'll inhale a deep connecting breath to end our practice. Inhaling fully and exhale. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. It's been beautiful to practice with you. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Scarecrow.
And
Thank you, Mindy.
thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Dee.
much. That was lovely.
Good, good. Everybody take care.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.